craft sweater we just had that I'm wearing right now is 100% merino wool. But we have something special, which is called super soft merino wool, where you're gonna have that same idea of that natural fiber, but this is a little thinner, softer, more luxurious. It really is an elevated luxury fiber that we only offer in this particular throw, and it's coming to us from Kilronan. Now, more of these just arrived. It is customer top rated, and we've sold over 10,000 of them. It's $106.62 as a sale price. You're already saving over $22 there. It's $27.41 on your easy pay. It's H218411, and the color palette that Kilronan has brought us is this really gorgeous, almost like muted, like spring colors. And we're gonna talk about all the designs. So this color here is called Toasted Oat. That's gonna have that marling that we were talking about. Here is Classic Aran, that really gorgeous natural color. Then we have it in Ocean Gray. Here is your Winter Rose. And then we also have it in Seafoam Green. Now, Kilronan is a third generation knitting company. They also bring more colors to QVC than anywhere else, than any other retailer. And to pick up this throw, which is a gorgeous piece of home decor, it is a stunning housewarming gift. It's H218411. Do I have Kieran joining me? I do. Kieran Costello, top of the morning, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Your good self, Julia. It's great to be here.
It's so nice to see you. And with this super soft merino wool, my friend,
Yes.
This is pure elevated luxury.
Yes, it is, and no question, the super soft really does make this, this piece very, very special. I mean, we all know that merino wool is well known for its softness and for that very comforting, next to skin, feel of softness against the skin. And but the super soft really does elevate it to a new level again. And I mean, essentially, what the super soft does is. When the merino wool is shorn off the sheep, it is graded, and only the very finest, best quality merino wool is actually classified as super soft. And it almost feels like cashmere, to be honest with you. I mean, people, I think, find it extraordinary that you could have a woolen yarn that could really feel this soft. It really is quite remarkable, and really needs to be experienced to be believed.
Tell me about the third generation owned Kilronan company, because, Kieran, you
Yes.
sent me, I was telling my producer earlier, you sent me an email with some details. And when I get emails from you and all of our Irish friends, it reads like a fairy tale. It reads like these gorgeous the stories that you weave that I wrote it all down, but I'd rather have you tell it.
Yeah, sure, yes. I mean, the stories really behind all of these products and all of our brands here really is, quite remarkable. And of course, Ireland is such an old nation. We all, our histories go back so long, and we're all steeped in that history. And Aran knitwear really is absolutely synonymous with the country of Ireland. So I suppose I really regard myself as being very lucky to work with a product which is so inherently and identifiably Irish. But to answer your question, yes, we're currently on the third generation. And I mean, Ireland's association with wool goes back something like 4,000 years. So it really is quite a remarkable history. But just the current generation, as I say, third generation, the one before that, had 13 children living in the small town of Westport in County Mayo on the mainland. And they were sent out to the Aran Islands to, I suppose, be kept out of mischief during their summer holidays. They set up a small shop selling Aran knitwear, and that really was the beginning of Kilronan knitwear. So our connection to the Aran Islands is very direct, and indeed, as I say, that's where the current owners and managers, of the company learned their trade and made that strong association, and indeed grew their love for Aran knitwear.
Now, while we talk about how giftable this item is, whether it's from me to me, or it is to a loved one, or a bill to ship to someone who we want to really send that hug of super soft merino wool, you sent me a quote, Kieran, that I'm going to quote right now from Oscar Wilde that really spoke to me, which is why I had to write it down. From Oscar Wilde, Aran knitwear comes not only from the hands, but from the head and heart too. And when you're thinking about bringing home a blanket, a throw to someone that we love, it was really nice to have that that thought in the back of your head, because a throw like this is what we snuggle up with. This is what we tuck our loved ones under. We read bedtime stories to our children and our grandchildren. So bringing home something like this is steeped, yes, in that Aran knitwear history, but also this is where you're going to create the most special memories. So let me take everyone through colors, and then let's dive into some of the details of this gorgeous throw. So I'm holding up the seafoam green, and only 3 dozen remain. Remember, this is customer top rated. We've sold over 10,000, and more just came back into stock. So this is that seafoam green going really quickly. Then we have it in winter rose. Here's your ocean gray. Then we have the classic Aran. 150 remain in the classic Aran. And then we have the toasted oat. Again, this palette is so lovely with these muted spring colors, but really I'm gonna open this one up because the size is 71.5 inches by 38 inches wide. It's like a gallery almost of this gorgeous knitwear, almost done in like a patchwork style. So can you take me through some of these details, Karen?
Sorry, Julia, I'm having a little bit of difficulty hearing you. Would you repeat the question?
Oh, yes. I was just saying how when I open up the throw, it's like a gallery of all your intricate cabling.
Absolutely.
Almost done in like a
so
patchwork style. I'll stand up so we can see.
Absolutely. You are so correct. And I mean, really, if you like, the Aran throw, gave us a perfect opportunity, if you like, because of its sheer scale and size. It gave us an opportunity to introduce so many of the stitches, that Aran knitwear is so famous for. So it is indeed a patchwork of the different Aran stitches, of the most famous of them. So you are looking there at the honeycomb stitch, and of course the symbolism of the honeycomb stitch is wishing a reward for all of one's hard work, just like the honeycomb and the bee. And then we also have a number of different variations of the cable as well. And the cable is probably the most famous of all of the Aran stitches. And the people of the Aran Islands, they would have used their way of living, their Christian beliefs, their environment, their family values for inspiration for all of these stitches. And the cable, of course, is reminiscent of the fisherman's rope. So, of course, most people on the Aran Islands, even to this day, their way of living really has not changed over the centuries. They continue to live primarily by fishing and farming. And hence, as I say, the cable and the fisherman's rope, and wishing the wearer, as I say, safety and good luck as they journey through life. We also have the link stitch, which you are looking at now. And the link stitch is probably my personal favorite because of, once again, its symbolism, and it really reflects people's desire to stay in contact with people that may have immigrated. I mean, going back 150, 200 years ago, we all know that huge numbers of people immigrated from these shores primarily to the United States to make a better living when Ireland was going through tough and famine times. And people who were left at home, they retained that desire to remain in contact, as I say, with their loved ones and with family members. And indeed, also, the link stitch is also symbolic of people's desire not to forget those that have predeceased them. So I think the symbolism there, is very strong. And of course, we have the diamond stitch feature there as well. And of course, the diamond, it means the same in Aran knitwear as it does in every other sphere. And that is wishing the wearer, wealth and success, both materially and more importantly, spiritually.
Well,
so as I say, the most important stitches, they're all there.
Well, I have an update in that the seafoam sold out. This classic Aran will be the next one to go because only 6 dozen remain. It's absolutely beyond stunning. The price is crazy good at $110.84, but the colors that still remain are your winter rose, 350 remaining, ocean gray, 500. Here's that classic Aran, 6 dozen, and then we have the toasted oat. 500 remain. It's H218411. It is that super luxurious, super soft, 100% merino wool done in a throw where you create all of your memories and add a touch of decor. Karen, I know you have a big day. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, so coming up in 8 minutes time, we have another cardigan